have it up for you on YouTube, and hopefully you've already been watching some of our videos on YouTube. I know it was out last week, and hopefully you got a chance to check out some of that stuff we have. Always creating some more content. Love to hear your feedback about what you guys want to see, what you want to practice, how you're feeling in your body. And as always, thank you so much for showing up today. I think we're up live on YouTube now. So for those of you joining on YouTube, or those of you who are watching at a later time, thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me as we practice today. And I'm feeling a little frazzled. Maybe we'll call this the Yoga for Frazzled People class. So let's do some stuff to get ourselves grounded. Just a lot going on these days, and I think it will be really good for all of us to feel grounded and powerful and be facilitators of change in our own lives and those around us. So let's go ahead and come down to our mats, and we're going to start in a seated position. And we're going to just take a moment to get centered and ready, create some space. And we're going to do that through some breath work. So we're going to keep it really simple this morning. We're going to do what I like to call sort of a square breath. So we're going to take an inhale to a count, a hold for a count, an exhale for a count, and a hold for a count. And we're going to do about 4 to 5 rounds of that. If you have some other breath work that you would like to participate in, feel free to do that at this time. So find yourselves in a nice comfortable position. Okay, draw the belly in and then let the belly go. Do that just a couple of times so you can feel what that's like to inhale and really release the belly. And then as you exhale, we're going to hug the belly to the spine. So you're not breathing just from your chest, but all the way through the front sides and back of your body right here. So really a nice full breath. And then you're welcome to close your eyes or keep them open. That's entirely up to you and what makes you feel the most grounded right here. And let's start with an inhale to the count of 3 or 4. You pick. Inhale. Hold it at the top. Feel free to dip your chin and really pull up on your pelvic floor and create a little seal for your breath right here. Exhale fully, this first time through the mouth. Same hold right here. Inhale, breath through the nose this time. Seal the lips. Hold it at the top. Seal the breath in. Exhale this time through the nose. Seal the lips. Hold it at the bottom. Let's take 3 more rounds of that. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last hold. Good, and then bring your breathing back to normal. Let's meet in a child's pose. Knees apart, toes touch behind you. Let the hips slide all the way back and the arms extend long. Forehead taps the ground, or you can stack your fists and allow that to be a kickstand for your head. Take about 3 deep breaths here. Again, finding space both in your mind as well as in your body, your breath, to be fully present on your mat today. And just like any other muscle, we work and work and work. We think and think and think. We need time to process all of that, to rebuild, to repair in order to grow, in order to get stronger. So consider this 1 hour-ish on your mat, some time to allow your breath to flow freely, naturally. Your body to move with instruction, not even too much thought within that, and really let your mind just tunnel vision, concentrate on the movements in front of you, the space on your mat. Allow it some time to repair, to build, in order to facilitate growth, in order to embrace and continue to grow and change. And from here, come all the way up to a tabletop. Couple of cat-cows, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Inhale to drop the belly and lift the chest. And exhale to scoop and round. Inhale, breath, release the front body. And exhale, breath, make room with the back body. 2 more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale, breath. And exhale, breath. Good. Inhale to neutral spine. Walk the hands forward and the knees back. Tuck the toes if they're not there already. Roll the eyes of the elbows forward. And the next exhale, lift the hips nice and high. Maybe a little bend through the legs as the hips sink back and the heels drop toward the ground. Draw the belly into the spine, bend into the right knee. Press the knuckles of your hands down. And then exhale, bend into the opposite knee. Continue to scoop the belly and move through these alternating knee bends right here. Okay, push into the space between the shoulder blades, really securing the shoulder blades onto the back so we're not dumping into our joints in this down dog. We want to keep it nice and strong here. And then look between the hands. On the next inhale, come high to the tippy toes. As you exhale, soft bend in the knees and then start to tippy toe all the way up to the top of your mat. Keeping the legs nice and wide, grabbing the elbow, soft bend in the knees. Sway side to side. Okay, releasing some tension in the back sides of the legs, the hamstrings, maybe even a little bit in the lower back and the neck here. Good. Slowly release the hands down. Heel toe the feet all the way back together, and then take an inhale breath. Hands to shins, look up, pull the shoulders back, and draw the sternum forward. As you exhale, forward fold, keeping that bend in the knees if it's comfortable to you. And then on the next inhale, roll all the way up to standing, reach the arms nice and tall right here. As you exhale, plant the hands at the heart and then float them by your side, standing in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Just taking a moment to listen, to learn. Roll the shoulders back and tune in with your body. Draw the inner thighs back. Stand proud, but at the same time, there's a little bit of that humility in this pose, just really drawing some attention to what's going on in and around you. And without judgment, feeling the feels, noticing the nuances. Sun salutation A. Top of your mat, toes together. Take an inhale breath, reach the arms nice and tall right here, maybe even lean back a little bit. And as you exhale, scoop the belly forward, fold, little bends in the knees. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shins, look up, sternum forward. Exhale, plant the hands, 2 high fives on your mat, step left foot, right foot back of your mat. Push through the heels, drop the hips, pull the sternum forward. Inhale, high to tippy toes. Exhale, maybe drop to the knees for this first one and lower all the way to your mat. Elbows hug to ribs. Pulling the elbows back, flip to the toenails, and inhale, peel the chest up. Exhale, lower back down. Sit back into a tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Take 2 to 3 full breaths here. Again, pushing into the space between the shoulder blades, scoop the belly, and then drop the chest and hips back. Inhale, breath. Exhaling through the nose, creating some heat. Constrict the throat. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look up, step up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart and by your side. Checking in once again. Roll the thighs back. Inhale, root down, reach up. Exhale, big dive down. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands. This time, right foot, left foot back. Push through the heels, drop the hips, sternum forward. Now push through the heels again. Inhale to tippy toes. Exhale. This time, maybe keep the knees off the mat and only lower halfway. Flip to the toenails. Inhale, drop the hips, float the thighs, upward facing dog, or take it low like last time. And then as you exhale, either back through tabletop or straight back to downward facing dog. Okay, alternating through those two variations as it serves you this morning. Okay, draw the underarms in, scoop the belly, hips drop back, stretch through the back side of the legs. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up, step all the way up. Try to alternate your feet here, just little variations as you can. Look up halfway here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach tall. Exhale, hands through heart and by your side. Once again, standing strong in your Tadasana. Check in and reaching back up. Inhale. Last sun salutation A, exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank, on or off the knees, your choice. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way to the mat, using your knees as you need. Inhale, up dog, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 full breaths right here. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale, look forward, step forward, toes together, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, little lean back. As you exhale, hands through heart by your side, mountain pose. Inhale, once again, reach up, grab a hold of the left wrist and exhale over to the right, side body stretch. Always an option to cradle the head here or drop one arm down. Inhale through center, switch your grip, take it over to the other side. Inhale back through center, exhale, cactus the arms out. Feel the pull across the chest, maybe even a little lean back open. Good, interlace the hands behind the back. And then take an inhale, let the chest move through. Good, and release. Inhale, arms reach up, sit into a chair. Moving into sun salutation B. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back through plank. Okay, so moving through a vinyasa right here. You can always skip this part. On the next exhale, breath lower halfway or all the way down to your mat. Again, using the variations as you need. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale to down dog, maybe taking that option to go back through tabletop. Take an inhale breath. Step the right foot toward the right hand and spin the back foot flat. Lining heel to heel, reach the arms up, back toes are slightly forward. Pull the right hip back so the left hip can come a little more forward, shining toward the top of your mat. Arms are going to reach up here, maybe even palms plant together, biceps extending back toward the ears. Soften through the shoulders and root through the outside edge of the back foot. Taking this first round a little bit more slowly to let your body accommodate, let the poses accommodate your body. So just kind of checking in, seeing where you're at today. Inhale, breath here. Pull the belly in. And as you exhale, hands are going to frame the front foot. Step right back to plank or take a challenge here, floating the right leg in the air. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to up dog and exhale to down dog. On the next inhale breath, step the left foot toward the left hand. Back foot right away spins flat. Heels are just about lined up, or take a wider stance if you need a little bit more flexibility with the hips here. Okay, pull the right hip forward, push through the knife edge of the back foot, reach the arms up. You can always bring hands to heart as a modification in any of these overhead poses right here. Okay, inhale breath here, soften the shoulders. Exhale, sink a little bit lower, continue to lengthen through the back leg. One more inhale to draw the belly to spine. And as you exhale, hands frame the foot. Step back, maybe floating the left leg in the air right here. Inhale here, exhale lower. Inhale to up dog, and exhale to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. Okay, so when we do this, 2 more times, we're going to move one breath. One movement builds a little heat in the body, burn off all of the additional things that you brought onto your mat today that can pause, can wait until you've created a little bit more space for them. On the next inhale breath, look forward, step forward, and look up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back into a chair, arms reach up or come to heart right here. Good, and then as you exhale, slowly start to stand, reach up, big inhale, lean back, exhale, hands to heart, and then by your side, finding yourself in mountain pose once again. Let's take that 2 more times, moving a breath, a movement, or a pace that works for you. As you inhale, sit back, reach up. Exhale, breath, forward fold. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, step, or maybe try a little hop back to plank this time, right into chaturanga if you're hopping. Inhale here, top of push-up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, variation of your choice. Exhale, back through to downward facing dog. Again, option to skip that whole vinyasa if that's what serves you this morning. Inhale, breath, right foot steps forward, arms reach up, back foot spins flat. On the next exhale, take it right back down and through a vinyasa once again, or skip it and go straight back to downward facing dog. Remember, we're using that exhale to lower, inhale to lift the chest, and exhale to downward facing dog. Okay, meeting there. Take an inhale breath as you're ready. Step the left foot forward, back foot flat, and reach the arms up. So 1 breath for a lot of movements here. Take a couple breaths if you need it. And as you exhale, hands frame the foot, step back, take your flow once again. So a lot of vinyasas in this sequence. Skip them if you need to. Inhale to up dog or cobra, and exhale to downward facing dog. And then here's where we get that nice break for your breath, for your body, for your mind. 2 more breaths right here. Scoop the belly. Stay strong through the shoulders. And at this point, maybe we're able to straighten through the legs a little bit more than we were the first few down dogs of the class. On the next inhale, look forward, step, or try a little hop up to the top of your mat and look up right away, halfway right here, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back, reach tall, press the thighs together, sink your weight into the heels. Good. And then another inhale to stand up, lean back, exhale through to Tadasana, hands by your side. Okay, 1 more time, 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, sit back, reach up, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, Ardha, that means half, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale back through your vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Okay, remember the exhale breath takes us down to the mat or halfway. Inhale to up dog or cobra, and exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, back foot flat, arms reach. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, hands plant, step back, take your flow once again. Option to float the foot. Exhale, lower. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left foot forward, Virabhadrasana one, warrior one, arms extend tall. And exhale, right back down, taking your flow once again. Or again, option to step straight back to downward facing dog if that serves you better. Once we meet in downward facing dog, taking anywhere from 3 to 5 breaths to settle the mind, the body, and the breath. Good, last couple right here. And the next inhale, step forward or try a little hop, top of your mat, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back, reach up. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, stand tall, lean back. Good, exhale, hands to heart. Once again, meeting in Tadasana right here. Take an inhale breath, reach the arms all the way up. This time, grab a hold of the right wrist and exhale over to the left. Inhale back through center, switch your grip, other side. Good, inhale back through center. Interlace the hands in front of you. Release the index fingers, cross the thumbs. And then arms shoot straight back up like a rocket ship. Okay. Draw the tailbone down and the fronts of the hips up toward the rib cage. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale over to the right. Okay, standing half moon. If you have like a hot yoga or a Bikram yoga practice, you probably do this one quite a bit. We're only going to do this one time today since we did a little bit of warm up. So you can take this to your deepest. We're going to hold this for about 20 more seconds right here. Okay, so a couple of pointers. If this overhead extension is too much for the shoulders, hands cradle behind the head in a sort of a sit-up position right here. Okay, so you're still going to get all the benefits of this pose. Root down through the opposite foot, so left foot roots down, and we're trying to come up and over a beach ball, so we're not collapsing into the side body right here. At the same time, pull the ribs in, again, hugging the belly button to the spine, and then internally rotate the legs, so spiral the thighs back. So we are working the body right here from the tip top of our fingers, melt the shoulders back, all the way down to the rooting down through the feet. And we're going to take 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back through center. Now from here, I want you to switch which hand is on top. Recross the thumbs, release the pointer fingers. Good. Inhale nice and tall right here. And then exhale over to the left. So we're doing about a 30-second hold right here. Right away, if you can draw the biceps back toward the ears, do so. And then chin off the chest. Belly button sits back, tailbone grows long. Good. And then continue to breathe. Power down through the outer edge of the right foot. And then we're coming up and over a beach ball so we're not compressing in that left side body. Really root down through the outer right foot, internally rotating the legs. So thighs are going to spin back and then check back in with the shoulders and the chin. Can you soften somewhere in your body so that you can grow a little taller, a little stronger in another part? And give me 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, 2 options. You can leave your hands here, switch back to a grip that's a little more natural for you, or you can drop your hands down to the lower back. We're going to take a little back bend right here. I'm going to choose the lower back option. That feels really good to my body. And then I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider than together. So not quite even to hip distance or wider, but just kind of, maybe 1 or 2 fists in between the feet here. Okay. Inhale, breath right here. Again, internally rotating. Right away, draw the fronts of the hips up to start in a strong position. And then as you exhale, start to curl through the spine. Okay, we're going into spine extension right here. Chest comes forward, and then let the hips drop. Continue to really strengthen through the legs. So we're supporting the back by keeping the other parts of our body strong. We don't want the back to totally give because then we're really compressing back there. You can let the head drop back as the hips move forward. Okay, hips stay slightly forward of the ankles right here for 3, 2, and 1. Using the strength in the legs and the abs, come up and release. Good. Okay, interlace the hands behind the back, similar to what we just did. Opposite hand on top, though. Legs come a little wider than hips, and as you inhale, let the chest roll through. Hands push back. Exhale, soft bend, forward fold. So we took the spine through a lot of different planes of movement right here, and we're ending with this fold. Okay. Good, one more breath. And then slowly release the hands right on down to your mat. And we're going to take a twist, so really working the spine this morning. If you have a prop under the hands, feel free to use it right here. We're going to keep the feet wide, right hand down, right knee bends. Take an inhale breath, extend the left arm up. And then as you exhale, you can stay here or fold the top arm behind the back, perhaps reaching for that right hip crease. Okay. Draw the crown of the head forward. Another inhale here. And exhaling deeper into the twist. Inhale, release the left arm, and exhale down to switch sides. So left hand down, left leg bends. Take an inhale breath, reach the right arm high. Exhale, stay here or fold the top arm behind the back. Grab for the hip crease. You can even come high onto the fingertips if you don't have a prop, and then extend long through the spine. So I really love the idea of lengthening before the twist. Again, I'm sort of against that compressing of the spine here. I love to stay nice and open. It just feels better in my body. Inhale, release. Exhale, back down. Heel toe the feet back together. Inhale, look up right here. And then as you exhale, drop the hips, and inhale, arms are going to reach forward into that chair pose. Now from here, hug the shoulders onto the back, sit nice and low. Okay, we're going to deepen that twist a little bit. Hands are going to come to the heart. Inhale, breath tall. Exhale, sit a little lower, twist over toward the right. Now you have two options here. I'm going to show you from the other side. You can open the arms up right here. Kneecaps are nice and flush right here. Or you can take this into a deeper variation of the twist by pulling the front elbow outside the opposite knee. Okay. Thumbs draw to sternum, lengthen through the spine. Remember that lengthening before the twist. Inhale, breath. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Really feeling that through the upper back. And then inhale back to center. Arms shoot forward. Hug the shoulders onto the back. Pull the belly in. Make sure the kneecaps are flush. Hands to heart. Inhale, breath. Exhale, twist. Taking that open arm variation. Or front elbow outside opposite knee. Okay, as you push the elbow into the knee, secure the knee, push back a little bit. Draw the thumbs to the sternum. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, breath. Belly pulls in. Exhale to twist. And then release. Inhale, arms shoot forward. Hug the shoulders onto the back. Exhale, hands to heart. Stay here. Inhale, breath. Shift your weight to the right leg. Pull the left leg up. And as you exhale, step it back into crescent lunge. Okay, so we've done warrior one. The difference here is the back heel is lifted off the mat. Take a big inhale breath. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, stay in the pose. So come high on the back toes. Sink into the front lunge and then lengthen through the back leg once again. Hips are forward, arms are stretched, upper hands are to heart. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath, draw the arms back. Inhale, draw the arms up. Tick-tock the right hand back. Take another twist. And then on the next inhale, arms reach forward. Good. As you exhale, draw the right arm under the left, finding an eagle wrap. So we've done a lot of this kind of stuff, opening. Now we're going to open the back of the body instead of the front. Okay. If an eagle wrap doesn't quite work for your arms, grab opposite shoulders or come into prayer, hands all the way down to the elbows and push. Okay, so make this pose a powerful one in any way that your body sees fit this morning. Okay, inhale, breath, elbows reach up. As you exhale, we're going to lean forward in this lunge. Start to shift your weight into the front leg and take a very quick warrior three with eagle arms. Right away, knee down, toes point down with that back leg. Draw the belly in, lengthen through the spine, shoulders melt down the back. For 3, 2, and 1. Swing the back leg forward. And then 2 options, either figure 4 with the legs. Okay, if you're going for the hip stretch, I want you to take that one. Now, if hip stretching is just not really something you feel like you need to do this morning, then you can go ahead and go into an eagle wrap. So we're going to take the top leg around the bottom one, perhaps even going for that full wrap right here. Those of you who have are not balancers, first thing in the morning, you can give yourself a little kickstand right here, okay? So again, 2 options, figure 4 or eagle wrap. And we're gonna hold this for 3 to 5 full breaths. So you have plenty of time to wiggle, to move, to feel a little crazy in this pose, but also to just be and breathe. Hips forward, knees forward. Okay, wherever if you're in that eagle, I want you to make one nice solid line from fingertips down to the toes. So knees and elbows are lined up as well. Okay, nice and tall. Sit a little lower, everybody, for 3, 2, and 1. Last little bit here. Unwind wherever you are, back into a brief hold in warrior 3. Left leg is high, toes and kneecap down, hips down for 3, 2. Release the arms out, airplane, and big step back right into warrior 2. So right away, back foot spins, flat cartwheel, the arms open. Okay, sink nice and deep into this front lunge, pull the knee open, relax the shoulders, belly back. Breathe. Good, flip the palm, take an inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale through to side angle, elbow can bump down to the knee, top arm extends up. Maybe the right hand reaches down inside the ankle. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, extend the top arm overhead, bicep to ear, extended side angle. Give me one big full breath here. And as you inhale, come all the way up, open up the arms, straighten through the front leg, and then spin your toes so they're both facing the back of your mat. Extend nice and long through the left hand, flip the palm, and then inhale back into reverse triangle. And exhale into triangle. So as the hips bump toward what was the front of your mat, we're going to reach nice and long through the left hand, pull the kneecap up and pull the front thigh out. And then as that left hand drops down, let it land wherever's comfortable, including a prop underhand. I like to start with the shin. You can always work your way down. It's good to start high and build a nice strong base in this pose, and then drop a little lower if that works. This front inner thigh is going to roll in, and the front inner thigh, back inner thigh rolls in, front inner thigh rolls out. So your legs are kind of doing one of these. Good. Pull the hips up, lengthen through the tailbone. See how I've dropped a little bit lower once my legs had a nice solid foundation? Feel free to do that. Avoid slouching into that bottom shoulder right here. So this really works your core, front and back, at the same time as your legs. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, Utthita, extended Trikonasana, triangle. Utthita Trikonasana, bicep to ear, reach long for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up. Pause with both toes pointing the long edge of your mat. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, forward fold. Okay. Once again, internal rotation of the legs. Draw your weight into the front pads of the feet without scrunching your toes up. So weight drops out of the heels a little bit so that the head can really extend down toward the ground, and then lift your kneecaps, lift the arches of the feet. Give me one full breath here. And then hands to mat, inhale, look up. And exhale, runner's lunge to the front of your mat. Good. Okay. Now drop the back knee down. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, drop back into half splits with the right leg. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come all the way back into runner's lunge. Let's grab one more twist just for good measure. You can keep the back knee down or extend it long off the mat. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. One big inhale, breath here. And then exhale, hands come down. Shift your weight forward. Both feet step together. Inhale, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit the hips low. Arms come forward. Hug the shoulders onto the back. Second round of twists in a chair position, hands to heart. Inhale here. Exhale, take a twist to the right. I'm going to mirror you guys, so I'm going to face forward. I'm going to take my front elbow outside the opposite knee. Again, you have the option to stay high. Now, if you have a side crow arm balance, you can take that here. If you don't quite have that, but you still want a little more than the last twist we did, from your prayer hand twist, open up the arms. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath here. Inhale, breath. And exhale, release. Arms sweep forward. Plug the shoulders onto the back, and then draw the hands to heart. Inhale, breath. Exhale, twist. Take open arm or right away elbow to the knee. Inhale here. And then taking any variation, maybe your side crow, or open the arms up and give me at least 2, maybe 3 breaths right here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Last one, inhale. And exhale, release. Arms sweep forward. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart. Shift your weight to the left leg. Pull the front leg up. And then reach it all the way back. Coming into high lunge, crescent A. Okay? Little wider stance so that the hips can come forward and you don't feel like you're teeter-tottering on a balance beam right here. Okay, high on the back toes, deep into the front lunge, and then lengthen through the back leg. When you're ready, arms come up or hands to heart. Inhale here. Exhale here, soft shoulders. Inhale, breath. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open up into a twist. Inhale here. And exhale here. Inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, this time left arm under right. Okay, again, you have the option to take a full eagle wrap or any variation. Elbows move slightly up. Sit nice and tall. Inhale, breath here. And as you exhale, pull the belly in, lean forward. Shift your weight to the front leg. We're going to hang in that warrior 3 position just for a couple of breaths. So as you're ready, pull the right leg off the mat. Right away, right hip, knee, and toes point down. Power through the standing leg. Lift the back leg. Lean forward just a tad. Belly in. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale here. And as you exhale, moving out of the post, swing the right leg forward. 2 options. You can take your figure 4, ankle crosses, knee sit. Remember, we're holding this for about 3 to 5 breaths, so you really have some time to open up through the right hip. Or you can take a full eagle or any variation on eagle right here, including that kickstand option that we talked about. So if you're taking your eagle, move into your eagle wrap. If you can squeeze those right toes around the bottom calf, great. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, and once again, if you're taking the eagle, we want a nice solid straight line from your nose to your toes. So knees are forward, elbows are forward, and slightly lifted. Sit as low as is comfortable while staying tall. 2 more breaths. Last one. And then slowly release. Taking a little hang time in that warrior 3 once again. For 3, 2. Open the arms up for that last breath. And then slow step back. Spin the right foot flat. And then cartwheel the arms open into warrior 2. Okay, lunge into the front leg. Pull the knee open so you can see the big toe. Push through the outer edge of the back foot. And just be for a minute. Nice deep breath. From here, flip the left palm up, reach back into reverse warrior. Big inhale here. And exhale all the way through to side angle. Option to take that elbow to knee as the right arm extends tall. Option to take the left hand down. Inhale here, lengthen the tailbone. And exhale, top bicep meets ear, extended side angle. 1 more breath. Good. On the next inhale, come all the way up and then switch the direction of your toes so that the right toe is directly facing the back of the mat and the back toes are facing slightly toward the back of the mat, but they're not as straight as these front ones, right? So we're moving into triangle here. So arms wide, shoulders relaxed, reach forward. Flip the right hand up and lean back, reverse triangle. Inhale here. Lift your kneecaps. Exhale, come back forward. Hips are gonna move back. Pull the front thigh out and the back thigh in, and then lift the kneecap. So start strong as you lean, so you know you have a solid foundation through your legs. And then drop the right hand down and pull the left arm up. And then once again, check back in with your legs. That's your foundation. Lengthen the tailbone. Pull the top hip open a little bit, and then pull the belly in. So everything is working to keep us balanced, so we don't need the security of this bottom hand. We don't feel like this bottom hand has to be touching something in order to hold ourselves up right here. So you could float this bottom hand as you need to and still feel strong and balanced. At that point, you can reach a little lower. Continue to pull the front thigh out and lengthen through the tailbone. Inhale here, lift the arches of your feet, and exhale, Utthita, or extended Trikonasana, triangle. One more breath. And inhale, come all the way up. Toes point to the long edge of your mat once again. As you exhale, forward fold. This time, some direction for the hands. So I want you to take the hands and grasp onto the big toes, ankles, somewhere up the shins. Okay, just find something to hang on to. We're going to take this fold a little deeper. Rock your weight into the fronts of the feet. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the kneecaps, pull the thighs back. Relax the shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, hands plant, look up. Exhale, runner's lunge, front of mat. So hands frame the foot, drop the right knee down. Inhale here. Exhale, shift the hips back and lengthen through the front leg. Okay, so there's a tendency here to bump this left hip out, especially if your hamstrings are tight. I want you to pull it back, and then you'll feel hopefully a little bit of a deeper stretch in that left leg. And if it's too much, bend the front knee. Maybe use a prop under hands to lift the chest up. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, back into runner's lunge. Option to keep the back knee down or lifted. Right hand down. Inhale, the left arm up. Remember, last twist for good measure. Inhale here. And exhale, drop the hand down. This time, inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, push back into a plank position. And then drop the right knee down. Kick the right foot out. Keep the right hand down. Good. Now spin this back foot so the arch is down and open up through the left arm. So this is option number 1, side plank. Second option is instead of dropping this right knee down, okay, you can pull the right hand to center and then spin onto the edges of the feet so that they're stacked and extend the left arm high. Hips lift. Now if you have any other plank variation, maybe you're going to lift that top leg, take a tree pose, move into an arm balance. If you want to take this to the forearm, guys, the sky's the limit. Do what works for your body today. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath here. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then back to center. Really nice job. Okay. Same thing, other side. So you can drop the left knee down or keep the legs high and spin onto the edges of the feet. I'm going to demo the other option here. So left knee down, swinging that left leg right behind me so it looks like a letter L. And then my left hand comes to center of my mat. I'm going to spin over to the arch of my back foot and reach the right arm nice and high. Okay, inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath here. Inhale, breath here. And exhale, breath here. One more time. You've got this. Remember, if you're in a variation, you want a little time to work it, to challenge yourself. And exhale, back down to the center of your mat into plank. Inhale, breath. Exhale, everybody lower all the way down to the belly. And then bring your hands back by your hips. Toenails, press down. And inhale, peel the chest off, locust pose. Okay, there's lots of variations on this. We're going to start pretty simple right here to move into some back bending. Look down, lengthen the back side of the body. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Good. From here, go ahead and lower all the way down. Second variation, option to interlace the hands or keep the hands right here by your hips. Okay, press the toenails down, lift the kneecaps. Inhale, push the hips down, peel the chest off. Maybe float the hands back if you're not taking that hand interlaced option right here. For 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower it down. Okay. Now just take a moment here. I want you to think about this next pose. So we're going to go into a bow pose on your belly. And for some of us, that is really kind of pushing the limit of the flexibility in our backs and shoulders. So I'm going to give you the option to take this locust pose again if you just want to focus on your back and not worry about the movement in your shoulders this morning. But if you haven't, give it a try, okay? Bend the knees, and then even if you have to spread them apart, reach back and grab the tops of the feet or the ankles, okay? I have to admit to you, this is one of my absolute least favorite poses because I'm really not super flexible in this pose, but that's probably why we need to be doing it, right? So come on over here if you've got it. Do it with me. I promise we can get through this together. Bring the knees together. And then flex the feet if you have the ankles. If you have the feet, then obviously we're not flexing that because that's awkward. This is just weird, okay? So flex the ankles. And then on your inhale breath, start by peeling the chest up and off, just like you would for locust pose. And then as you exhale, we're going to kick into the palms of our hands. So again, inhale breath, exhale breath, kick. And we've got this, you guys. We've got this. Give me 3 full breaths right here. It's okay if you roll forward on the belly a little bit. Just find a nice comfortable place as you breathe. For 3, 2, keep kicking. And 1. Oh, nice job, everyone. Come on down to the mat. Bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs back and forth. If you've been tagging along with me at all during this online yoga journey, you'll know that back bends are not my forte, but I try to do them as much as possible because I know my body needs it, as opposed to doing the things I'm good at, right? Good from here. Come on up. We're going to take 1 more back bend. You're welcome to take one of those belly variations. I'm going to take this up into camel. So what I love about back bending is there's so many different variations on them that if one of them isn't suiting you in a yoga class, I encourage you to not so much worry about what everyone around you is doing, but to come into a variation that serves you. Now, that's not to say I'm going to do this one because it's easier, even if you can do the other one. Okay, remember, challenge yourself. But if it's not serving your body that day, I want you to pick another variation. So there's always an option to do what works for you. I'm going to tuck my toes under. It's easier for me to reach for my heels. But if you are feeling a little more open today, you can keep the toes untucked. Okay, squeeze the inner thighs toward one another, but notice I still have a gap between my legs right here. Sometimes I'll even put a block right there. Take an inhale breath, hands to back, chest pops forward, similar to the standing back bend we did earlier. Exhale breath here. And then as I inhale, I'm going to let my hips start to drop forward to give me that space, really pop my chest, and then one hand at a time, I'm going to reach back for my heels. And then notice sometimes when you reach back for your heels, your hips start to drop back again. We really want to get those hips forward of the knees right here to find that beautiful bend in the back. Keep the legs strong, let the head drop back. Shoulders are nice and open right here for 3, 2, and 1. One hand at a time to support the lower back. Come on up, stay upright. Flip the toes under if they're not there, and then sway the arms side to side. Okay, so one thing, I haven't really shared this before, but about a little over a year ago, I had double hernia surgery on my belly button. And one thing about back bending is I used to have some really deep back bends, and ever since the surgery, I've been very cautious with them. So if anybody else has ever had any injuries, you'll notice going back into a lot of those movements, your body, whether or not it's completely healed, oftentimes even when it is healed, it still kind of holds on to a little bit of that fear, which is why I offer so many variations, especially with back bending, but with any pose, because I want you to ease back as you're comfortable, but kind of take your body to a little bit of a challenge point, because that's how we push back that. Remember, we talk a lot about growth today, listening to your body and just being comfortable and accepting of where you're at, but knowing it's okay to challenge yourself, Give yourself recovery to grow and come back stronger. All right, so from here we're going to move into our stretching portion. We're going to go back into down dog, so kind of counter that back bend with a little bit of a forward fold. Stretch the legs. And then pull the right foot forward and across toward the left hand for pigeon pose. Again, picking another variation if that works for you. Okay. Come up and off the right hip, even if you have to tuck something underneath that right hip. Flex the front toes, lengthen through the back leg so that leg stays nice and strong. Stay upright in your pigeon. You're welcome to take this into what some folks call like a sleeping pigeon, so you can take a forward fold in here. I'm going to stay upright today. I really want some opening through the front side of my body. Did a lot of car driving over the last few days, so this feels really nice. But take that fold if you like. Continue to lengthen through the left leg. Two more breaths. Last one. Good. Okay. And then push right back to downward facing dog. Tuck the back toes, swing that right leg back, pedal out the feet. Okay, same thing here. Left leg comes forward, cross the body, pigeon, lengthen through the right leg. And when I say come up and off the hip, a lot of us kind of settle down into that front hip. Come up, even if that means stacking some support underneath there. Okay, kitchen towels, bath towels, blocks, pillows, books, small dogs. Just kidding. Good. Flex the left toes. Option to take this down into your sleeping pigeon. You have about 5 breaths right here. Last 2. Last 1. And plant the hands, tuck the right toes under, swing the left leg back down, dog pedal out the feet. And walk the legs all the way through. Come to a seated position, and then bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana bound angle pose or butterfly pose. Okay, so peel the tops of the feet apart just like you're reading a book. Keep the bottom edges glued together, and then draw the knees down. Inhale, bright chest, exhale, forward fold. Keep drawing the knees down. Okay, keep the tops of the feet apart. But if you feel like you're really cranking hard somewhere and it's starting to build tension in the shoulder, relax a little bit. Scoop the belly. So we're keeping the belly nice and strong in this pose. Relax your gaze. Give me one more big full breath right here. Good. Take an inhale breath. Come all the way up. Extend the right leg out. And pull the left leg in. Then I'm going to use my shin as a prop for my right arm. So I'm going to place my palm facing up, forearm on the shin. And then I'm going to flex those right toes. And as I inhale, we're going to sweep this left arm up and over. Okay, there's a lot of different variations on this as well. So if you want to take it deeper, you can take the top arm and grab the outer edge of the foot. And you sort of pull your chest through that window right here. For me, this works. Okay, again, if you have any overhead extension discomforts or blocks this morning, take the top arm, cradle the head, and go with a bent arm variation right here. One more breath. And inhale, come all the way up. Keep the legs the way they are, but take this lengthened leg and pull it forward. So you're in a tree pose, but in a seated position. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale here. As you exhale, twist, and then walk the hands down the edges of the straight leg, and maybe even reach for the foot here. It's okay to bend the knee, just like with any forward fold. If your hamstrings are tight, you're going to feel it a lot in your back, most likely anyway. So I like the option of bending the knee to get out of my back and into the backs of my legs. One more breath. And then slowly walk the hands back. So we're going to kind of move backwards on the other side, going into Janu Shirshasana first. Inhale here, exhale, walk the hands down the lengthened left leg. So we started in that tree pose with the left leg extended this time. And then maybe we're grabbing the foot, maybe not, maybe we're just hanging right here. And then if you feel a little shaky or like your back is straining, I want you to try bending the knee and see if that helps. Relax the shoulders, scoop the belly. One more breath. And then inhale, come on up. Keeping the right leg bent, swing the left leg out a little longer. And then flex the left toes. Again, I'm going to use my shin to prop myself up. If you have another variation of this side bend, feel free to take it. Palm faces up for that left hand. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and over. Option to cradle the head right here. One more breath. And inhale, come all the way up. Good. So we're going to take this into a seated twist, but we're going to keep it nice and gentle. So taking a cross-legged or comfortable seat. I'm going to take my right hand outside the right knee and my left hand, outside the left knee, and then my left hand back. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale to twist. Slowly release and switch sides. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. We're going to end with a little rolls, a little massage for the back. So come on down to your mat. Slowly lowering. And if you have any discomfort in your lower back from any of the positions we've done, try a little windshield wiper before lengthening the legs out. Stretch nice and long. And then draw the knees into your belly. Make small circles on the lower back. Maybe even try switching directions. And then switch directions again. And keep the right knee, extend the left leg flat on your mat. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, pull the right knee up and around the rib cage. Circle out the ankle. And then switch sides. Hug the knees in. This time left knee in, right leg flat onto the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, pull the left knee around the rib cage. Circle out the ankle. Good. And then to hug the knees back in. Take butterfly wing circle. So I think about like an old egg beater. Okay, knees out, in, and around. Switch directions. And then pause at center. Inhale here. And exhale, move into Shavasana or any finishing poses your body craves today. And coming back to those first few moments of class. Grounding down, taking a break, and finding some calm. So we can restore our physical and mental capacity to create change, to grow, and to continue listening and learning. And let's all take a breath here together. Inhale deeply. And exhale into your Shavasana. As you're ready, you can stay there for our final expression of this practice or come up to a comfortable seat. And take a breath together. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.